it's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Zebec today. Hit that like button, subscribe, thank you all for being here, and let's get into it, okay? And truth be told, my friends, I've actually tried to make a video on this thing for the past, 3 days, and it just hasn't worked out. It hasn't worked out. But here we are. 002 numbers, we haven't gone too far, have we? Right in this range still. And I just want you to look at the price action and tell me if you see what I'm seeing here, okay? Ready? Ready, here we go. So, massive drop. Massive drop. Volume picked up. We had a lot of a big spike here. Boom. Completely radio silent for a solid bit here. Accumulation was happening. Then we went from this downtrend with lower lows and lower highs. If we zoom out, you can see the lower highs, right? We went from this downtrend to an accumulation zone to an uptrend, higher lows and higher highs. Right now, we're at a point where we have broken out of said uptrend. We've broken out of it. And overall, that uptrend just gave us another lower high in a series of lower highs. Yes, we got above this high, but it's a lower high overall. We did break through this little trend here. But as soon as we broke through, that's where we found resistance. That's where we found some turbulence. And the reason for that is that we take an all-time high fib here to the low of this range. Here, we found resistance right at the golden ratio. We can't make this up. It's on the charts. It's a fact. It is exactly what we're saying. It is a point of contention. It's a point of resistance. It is the high of this move. Statistically speaking, there's always a chance to move higher as long as you're above the 382. If we start to cross below the 382, that's that final dagger in the heart of any bullish hope that we could have. But things aren't looking good. Even though we're not below the 0027, things are still not looking good now. The reason why, again, we've broken out of this uptrend, broken out of it here. Not only that, we have found resistance right at prior support. We were finding support here, now we're finding resistance. That's not good. We subbed support for resistance, and we have a downtrend, lower lows and lower highs. The only positive from this is that there really isn't that much volume. There wasn't that much volume on the way up. There's not that much volume on the way down. You know, it kind of doesn't need to be there, but still, that's the only positive that we can really take away. I thoroughly believe that this is a staging area right here for your next move down. And what do I mean by that? I mean, like here, you moved up, right? You had your nice little voluptuous pump. This was your staging area for the next move up. This was your staging area for the next move up. This was your staging area for the next move up. It doesn't have to be any particular size. Perhaps today, we break down. Perhaps 3 weeks from now, we break down. You know what I mean? However long it takes. But I do believe we're going to go lower. That much I do believe. We look at this here on the 1 hour time frame. I hope it's clear. I just hope it's clear at this point, right? Like here, you never know. It could be a fake out. Not a lot of volume, pump back up. Hey, we're going to higher highs. I would say that we're going to higher highs before we got to higher highs if that was the case. But no, we didn't see that. What did we do? We saw more bearish confirmation, rejecting higher support. This is serious. There's a reason why we're focusing solely on price action, because it tells a story without the need for anything else. Imagine this, right? Imagine we're moving like this, okay? And you come down, and you found support right here. You find support right here, and you do this. Well, yeah, you're going to go higher. You're gonna see some expansion, okay? Imagine, instead, you find support like this. What do you think's going to happen? Imagine you find support. Draw another one. Imagine you find support, and then you find resistance. So you find support here for a second, and you're finding resistance here. The resistance looks like that, and your support looks like that. What does that tell you? Your resistance looks like that, and your support is a flat line. You're finding pinpoint resistance here at prior support. You're grinding out higher resistance, okay? Anybody who's saying, well, yes, we did find resistance at prior support, that is bearish, but hey, look, we're finding support now at prior resistance, yeah. But the way we're doing it's different. It's very telling. You can see rejection, not rejected. We're hugging it. We're about to go down. Probably. 1 hour time frame here. Looking at this, 1 hour RSI, pretty bearish. Lower lows, lower highs, oversold, resistance 50. Not your best best friend, that's for sure. Stochastics rejecting the 50, not good. The MACD clearly is bearish. Flipping green, still bearish. Still bearish overall. Why is it bearish even for flipping green? Because of a few things. Your oscillators are trending below those lower highs. Your oscillators primarily, this is the primary reason why it's bearish, because you're below the zero. By default, that typically means you're bearish. There's exceptions to that rule, but default, you're kind of bearish in that situation, right? And then also, your histogram is building bearish momentum. It's pretty similar, pretty tip for tap. It's still building bearish momentum here. So there's a few different things that are saying that this is overall bearish. We're at a point where should have found a little bit of support here, maybe, but then we probably come back down in this range, right? So lower we go, even if we move up from here a little bit. But I don't know, we might just turn around from here. I don't expect that we get above 0031. I don't expect that. We could move up above this high. I don't expect that we get above 0031. It kind of looks like a diamond bottom. It kind of looks like a diamond bottom here, right? And you're breaking out of it. You're going to test it for some resistance, and then you're going to come lower. If this is a diamond bottom, it might be, it might not be. Diamonds are tricky. And that'll take you down to 0025. And that does put that final nail in the coffin, gets you below 0027. There's no more debating it at that point. I mean, there's really, I think, no room to debate. There's very little room, I should say, to debate it now. But I very much do believe that we're going to go lower. Very thoroughly believe that. The RSI is bearish. It's neutral right now, but bearish. You've got some kind of bullish posture, let's be fair. You know, you've got some higher lows here. It's odd. On lower highs, though. Right? Overall, you've got this kind of lower high, lower low dynamic. You can see it phasing down, right? You gotta be sold. You're not gonna overbought. You're spending most of your time below the 50. Neutral right now, sure, but bearish in this overall kind of environment right now. And it looks like your lows are really like rounding. It's not that you have higher lows in formation like this. It's rounding. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Right? If we're rounding our lows like this, right, that's good. Typically. If you're rounding it like this, it's bad. So, anyways. RSI, neutral but bad. Stochastics, oversold. You can stay oversold. Bearish overall. I mean, you got oversold, you didn't even get overbought. And staying oversold longer than you are overbought. Overall bearish. MACD, 4 hour, overall bearish. You're building bearish momentum. Not good, guys. Daily time frame, look at this. The RSI looks like it's on a warpath to the oversold zone. Lows here, lower highs there. You're probably going to get oversold before there's any kind of significant recovery. Okay? Oversold on the stochastics. MACD has been red for quite a long time. That is interesting. You know, typically, you're not red this long. What happens? You've been red this long before. More aggressive turns down. You know, you've been red even longer than that before. It can maintain that way. What you're looking for here is another drive of bearish momentum. You get your drives and it's deep red instead of the pale red. You get deeper red color here, and you get that bullish divergence to form. That'll probably happen at a lower level here. Once you get that, maybe you wick below 0027, maybe you close like right around there, whatever. Then you can see a little bit of recovery, and then you probably come back there. So I'm not expecting that Zebec just drops to the floor, though that can happen. I am expecting an overall drop as time goes on. I don't expect this to be just some kind of quick endeavor down like this. So in time, yes, I do believe we'll get below this low. In time, I do believe we will even see prices that are below 001, and even lower than that. With that in mind, you know, being here at 0029, I mean, that's pretty appetizing areas to de-risk. This is the worst time to sell since April 23rd. But I still think it's a relatively good time in the aspect of this overall trend here for Zebec. So, my financial advice on financial advisor, if I had it my way, I would definitely not be holding Zebec right now. I'm going to say that, and then it pumps 30%. The hyenas come out to laugh, and then in a week or two, it just does what we expected it to do anyway. So, coming from the guy that was bullish at the low, bullish throughout this whole trend, and flipped bearish